Hi everyone, my name is Poonam Mehta. I'm Director Training at Right Directions. Today in this live session, we have Mr. Rohit Verma from University of Huddersfield, UK, and we will have one-on-one discussion related to the latest updates on September intake and even about the programs offered by University of Huddersfield. And even we will be talking about what benefits they are offering to the international students. So welcome, Mr. Rohit.
Thank you so much, Poonam. It's been a pleasure here to be on Right Directions live Facebook page. Uh, and it's been wonders since working from quite long with Right Direction. I really pleased and see the development being happening in Right Direction. And moreover, the numbers of UK picked up from Right Directions been tremendous from a couple of intakes. So great work being going on, and I'm sure that things will be going with the same pace in the future also. And
Absolutely, it
yes,
would
today
be.
we are here just to talk about Huddersfield. So I'm feel free to ask any question that you have related to the university.
Uh, All right. So my first question is, so is there any provision for student safety and isolation period after reaching to UK?
Yeah, so the universities, I mean, initially had we seen couple of the update that come from the UK via that the student need to come and stay for 14 days isolation. Universities
Mm-hmm.
are preparing already the accommodation in a way that we can provide some kind of support to the students who are arriving to the campus first time where the isolation is required for 14 days. And as I said, like we have DIGS as an official provider, which is accommodation provider official by the University of Huddersfield. These kids can arrive and then stay with us in this official accommodation, and definitely we provide all kind of safety, security as well as health support if required for any student after arrival. So the university is very much prepared, but we are just
Mm-hmm.
waiting for final update from UK via that it's going to be compulsory about it, or is there any additional provision or additional requirements to fulfill about this isolation. But definitely universities are pretty much prepared now with this isolation condition right now. And moreover, any student coming to Huddersfield, I just want to add here, Huddersfield is one of the most safest place right now in the UK with very limited number of COVID patients. And I would say within next 2 weeks, 3 weeks time, there would be no COVID patients at all in the Huddersfield city. So it's not just
All right.
safety, it's also that cities or town is completely safe when you're traveling for the first time, staying in Huddersfield or studying in the University of Huddersfield. Both ways, it's pretty safe place to be there.
So it's safe for students if the students are going for the
Exactly,
September
exactly.
intake.
Because
All
number
right.
of cases being down, and I think, as I said, within next 2 3 weeks time, there will be no cases. So, if you're coming in September, you might not have any COVID patient with this is, I mean, regional area. So it's better to be in the city and the small town where the university, and the moreover, as I said, there will be no cases in next 2 3 weeks time.
All right. So that would be good for
Yeah,
students also.
yeah, very
So
much.
yeah. Okay. So will there be any on-campus classes for the September intake?
Right. So the universities are
As
preparing
you
themselves.
already mentioned.
Yep. Sorry. So the
Okay.
universities are preparing for the blended learning mode. In the blended learning, what happened? The classes will be there, but not like earlier where we have 2 or 3 days classes in the classroom. It will be more just 1 day lecture or possibly having more assignments, group work, group study, group projects, which they can do at their own, space. So you don't need to come to the campus or coming to the classroom for that. You can do it on your own. So blended learning is mix of more live classes, mix of online sessions, mix of some classroom teaching, as well as doing more projects, assignments, and group study as a part of the curriculum.
So basically, what are the living expenses nearby campus area?
Right. So, if, as I said, it's very affordable in the
Mm-hmm.
Huddersfield town, and as I said, DIG is one of the official providers. So, just to give you crux that our official accommodation in suite options start just £80 per week. So, £80 per week for in suite is really affordable because the same if you see outside Huddersfield, it's not less than £130 to £150 with this you need to pay for in suite, where they have single room, no sharing, and attached washroom within themselves. So it's just non-sharing room, single room in suite option, and start just £80 per week. Now it depends on how long the contract is. So for example, somebody wish to go for 44 weeks accommodation contract, that would be £80. If they go for shorter
Mm-hmm.
one, and which is the one is 17 weeks minimum, then they need to pay just £92 for the same accommodation, which is in suite option. And DIGS is very close to the campus, just 15-minute walk, really good quality accommodation as well as living area with common area of hanging around or just moving, watching and all those things. So yeah, it's very much within the campus and very affordable, as well as pretty close to the university campus.
All right. So where this university is located and where are the campuses?
Right. So University of Huddersfield is in between Leeds and Manchester. It's 20 minutes from Leeds and 30 minutes from Manchester. It's a Yorkshire county, very massive campus. And as I said, we have 7 key schools or 7 faculties within the university, offer more than 300 plus programs at undergrad and postgrad level. So I would say that university location, as I said, it's Leeds and Manchester. So many students prefer, those are more fan of football club, Manchester Football Club or something. They feel free to stay in Manchester, travel 30 minutes every day by tube and then attending the classes. But for undergrad especially, it's strongly recommended that they should be staying initially at least for a couple of weeks within the university official accommodation, so that we can help them not just, looking after in a care side, as well as supporting them by the faculty visiting every time in the evening, talking to the student if they're struggling with their modules, if they're struggling anything in the classroom, they feel free to talk to the faculty. So undergrad is very strongly recommended, should be staying at least within the university accommodation. However, the postgrad, feel free to stay in Leeds sometime or Manchester. And both towns also provide a very good opportunity in terms of part-time work and full-time work opportunities.
So students can work full-time during vacations?
Well, yes, 40 hours per week. So normally for Christmas vacation, Easter vacation, semester break is the time when they should prefer to go for full-time option. While studying, certainly they have 20 hours per week, right? And strongly recommended, don't hamper your studies. It's not something that you've gone for. First intention and only intentions to study. But yes, if you have additional time, university point of view, I think 15 to 16 hours is per week is pretty fine for part-time work. But 20 hours sometime you might not be able to spare because you have your own projects, assignments, and group study that you need to finish off.
Absolutely. So what about the post-study work permit? Will students get post-study work permit after their studies?
Right. So we had seen number of, updates, and we had seen number of, news had came for post-study work rights. 6th April 2021 is what the date been come up as like a recent after announcement by the UK, that anybody traveling, I mean, there are 2 things here. Somebody taking online classes, if they're coming before 6th of April to the UK, they are eligible to get into this work permit, right? At the same time, those already going to study within the UK will be, eligible to get the 2 years work permit post September 20. I mean, post this summer 2021. So it's going to happen. And as I said, it's not just, I mean, there are many times students come up saying, sir, it's been so long, there's no concrete news around it. It's official one. So it's coming from the, Home Office, it's coming from the High Commission also. So we have numerous updates, but yeah, there will be a certain application process for that. There will be certain process to get this work permit, right? Because from tier 4, you then moving to a different category of visa. There might be some graduate employable application or something like that, where we still waiting for more clarity to come on. But it's going to happen for sure, and there's no second thought about it.
Okay. So is there any availability of on-campus accommodation by the university itself?
Yes, so we have, as I said, DIGS is our official accommodation provider, and it's a guaranteed accommodation for international students. So it's first and only preference that anybody coming from outside UK or EEA, they should be given preference to come and stay within those accommodations. So international student is guaranteed. And personally, being reporting from last couple of years, my strong recommend at least for undergrad, because this is where the student come from, just 17 plus year or 18 plus year, bit nervous first time traveling to the UK outside their country. So for them, it's good to stay on campus accommodation, because we have very strong student society, which is Indian Student Society, support the newcomers in, adjusting and settling down in the campus. So sometimes you stay outside, no friends near around, and then the students start facing, homesickness, or they start missing their parents, especially the small kids. Those are coming for the first time for undergrad study. So strongly we recommend them to stay in the on-campus accommodation. And DIGS, as I said, very affordable accommodation options.
All right. That is, you said £90.
Just £92 for 44 weeks. So if you opt for that, then it's like, because in suite, I had seen this personally when I was recruiting for other UK university, that people coming from north might not willing to stay somebody from south. So you have in suite, just your own privacy, no sharing, and then as low as just £80 per week to start.
Okay. So if any student has not done any IELTS, PT or Duolingo test, so is there any IELTS or PT waiver? Like can students apply without IELTS and PT score?
Yes, so the universities, all the UK university has this right called SELT, where they can do the assessment based on various criteria. First is that MOI, sometime people were using this till last couple of year. Now we have this class 12th English subject. So HSC, anybody with class 12 with 70% in English class 12, they will be given waiver
Okay.
for IELTS and as well as for PT. We do have
Okay.
very good programs at the PG placements. So placement also with internship, we accept the class 12 70%, we can waive off their English language criteria, and then they can join directly. Duolingo is not yet considered by the university so far, but we partner with the password test, which is as similar to as Duolingo, and it's gonna be very much accepted. If you wish to study in Huddersfield, you can take password test if you're not able to take IELTS or PT, and then we can consider password test examination result also for the admissions purpose.
All right. So my next question is, how much maximum gap is acceptable in case student is interested to apply in this university?
Right. So strongly not from university side. I just personally say that 3 years for undergrad is always good to go as long the student can provide some evidence around what he was doing or she was doing, like a strong SOP, some supporting documents if enrolled for some diplomas or any kind of technical or any kind of skill development program. So they can fulfill that gap. 3 years for undergrad and 5 to 6 years for postgrad is pretty good, as long they have proper evidence. So postgrad, we strongly feel that students should have at least some work experience. They can suffice the document requirement by the work experience letter from the employer, or they can also provide a strong SOP stating that what they were doing with a CV also. So 3 years for undergrad, 5 to 6 years for postgrad is pretty okay.
All right. So will university provide any internship to the international students?
Yes, so as I said, PG placement program as well as for undergrad level. First of all, it's important to know that Huddersfield ranked among the top 10 universities in 15, 16, 17 time by the employability side. So 94.8% of employability rate is there. And we provide very good paid placement as well in the undergrad and postgrad program. So undergrad, most of the program are with placement where the student can study 2 years first, take a placement year or sandwich year, and then finish the final year. Or they can come for the PG placement program, which is 12 months of studies with 6 months compulsory or part of the program internship. So it's a part of the program, it's already provided. Although there's a bit high requirement that we need 60% at least in their bachelor's mark, which is 2 into 1 in order to qualify for the PG placement program. But there are many programs which offer the internship also.
So how many hours of classes per week would be conducted?
So as with the current COVID situation, it's tough to say what they're going to be the schedule for this time. But yeah, when normal days, it's like normally we strongly ask the student to be free between 9 to 4, where the classes are scheduled as per their lectures. So sometimes lectures like 1.5 hour, 9 to 10:30, there will be a 1 hour gap or 2 hours gap, then the second lecture. So the student get their own schedule for the whole week, in the sense when the classes are, as well as when the projects or assignments to be done, what kind of group projects they need to get involved, what kind of practical, because many program at the technical side, engineering side, computing side had required more than 60% of courses by practice. So practical exposure, you need to be in the labs and doing those sort of things. So yes, classes is normally, I would say 9 to 4 is the time, but hourly depend on the lecture, how long the session for the particular stream is going on, module going on.
So classes would be twice in a week or on daily basis?
Well, the fact is that normally 2 to 3 days is what the universities look at. But with this blended learning mode, I think it's going to be more mix of live lectures, maybe just one day in the classroom, or, having limited exposure to avoid, gatherings. So social distancing would be definitely a strong measure that university might follow in the teaching system. But yeah, so with this, I would say just one day class maybe, and then having more group projects, more assignments, more practical, that they need to do in the labs and all.
Okay. So my next question is, can you tell me about the programs, what University of Huddersfield is offering and what benefits students would be getting by pursuing that course?
Right. So university has 7 key schools or 7 faculties. One is business management, second engineering and computing, art and design, humanities. We got MA education and program. Then we have art, the horticulture and related subjects. So with these all, we have more than, I think, 300 plus programs. Some of the
Mhm.
popular programs such as MBA with placement is one of the top program, MBA, MSc IB with placements,
Mhm.
cybersecurity with forensic science, biomedicine, biomedical technology, biotechnology, all those subjects area are available. And
Mhm.
as we know that it's also pretty affordable. As I said, if you compare the tuition fees that's we are offering, most of the course range between 14,000 till 16,500, and we do offer £2,000 scholarship to the students. Right
Okay.
now there's 7,000. We extended our deadline for the initial deposit. So anybody pay before 7th of August, they will be eligible for another £1,000. So 14,000 pound comes down to just 11,000 pound, 11,500 pound, and quite affordable in the sense that you should be studying in the universities where you can afford it, as well as getting a quality education.
Okay.
Huddersfield is a TEF Gold University, Teaching Excellence Framework. We be rewarded as a gold rank for the quality of teaching that we offer. So stay assured that there's no compromise around the quality, and if you are even studying and after getting good scholarship by the university.
All right. So students would be getting scholarship. And what about the application fees? So is
So there's
university
no,
covering
yes,
the?
so yes, there's no application fees as such for the university. And I just remind, because this is right now pretty much that many students still willing to go for September. There are a couple of deadlines that I would like to highlight. 31st July is the last date to apply to the university, means
Okay.
application deadline. Then we
Mhm.
got 7th of August, which is full fee discount or the initial deposit discount of £1,000. After
Okay.
that, that discount will lapse. And 30th of August is the cash issuance deadline. When
All
I
right.
say cash issuance, means all the document, all everything, any evidence, all need to be in advance given to the university. So the cash can be issued on 30th of August.
All right.
This
So if
year,
student, mhm.
sorry, this year actually university is following very strict deadlines around it, keeping that COVID in mind, as well as the limited numbers to be enrolled, so that things can be smoothly transitioned for the September intake. So strongly recommending anybody still wish to apply. 31st July is the last day. 30th of July, 31st of August the cast deadline for September intake. Courses gonna be start somewhere in between of 14th of September till 27th of September, and initially there will be 2 weeks of induction, followed by then the regular program will start.
All right. So this was the questions which I asked you. So any additional information you want to share with students related to
I think
university?
the more important thing that why study in Huddersfield history is gone back till 1825 when it started as establishment and founded. It's among the top, I would say that's right now top 41 ranked under CUG with Complete University Guide 2019. We
Okay.
also have we are a TEF Gold University, very affordable tuition fees as well as living costs, because staying outside London for 92 pounds per week is pretty affordable when it comes to in-suite option. Most of
Mhm.
the courses at the postgrad also have placement opportunities, so the student can appear and apply for internship based programs. And importantly, university supports a lot student to come for the employability project. So we have career service bureau where there's a strong support for the development, getting jobs, finding jobs, preparing for the CV, skill development, or personality development. Student
Mhm.
need to grab these opportunity, which is free of cost at no extra cost. So when you are the student studying in the Huddersfield, should enroll yourself to get these all kind of opportunities and benefit yourself, because in the store is all about getting a good placements or getting settled. So you need to do some extra step, not just taking this degree program, also taking some additional stuff in
Mhm.
preparing for yourself for the better career prospect as well as for the workplace in the near future.
All right. Thank you so much for giving us the precious time.
Thank you so
And
much, Poonam.
all right. So guys, so now you got to know about University of Huddersfield related to the courses, programs, and even about the benefits. As Mr. Rohit said, the last date is 31st July, as this university is inviting applications for September intake, and the last deadline date is 31st July. And you can apply for the offer letter, as there would not be any charges. It would be absolutely free of charge, and still you would be getting scholarships. So this is the right time. You can grab this opportunity, apply for the September intake, and you can initiate your admission process with Right Directions. You can visit our nearest office of Right Direction and meet our expert team of counselors. We'll update you regarding the application fees, admission process related to country, universities. So even Right Directions is constantly working on the latest updates going on related to the universities, colleges, countries, and even about the admission process during this situation for the upcoming September intake or January intake. So interested students can get in touch with us at Right Direction, and you can submit your documents through email. Also, our email ID is info@rightdirections.co.in. Even you can call on our technical support number, that is 925483333, or you can call on our alternate number, that is 7056563636. You can log on to our website also, that is www.rightdirectionsoverseas.com. So see you soon in my next live. For more information, you can log on to our website, be updated on our Facebook page. Even you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Quora, and Pinterest. So thank you so much, Mr. Rohit.
Thank you so
And
much, Poonam.
thank you so
Take
much.
care.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Yeah, okay, ji, bye.